Hey, it's Pastor Pete, coming from the offices of, at Grace Church of Harmony. I've always been fascinated by the story of a soldier by the name of Alfred Dreyfus. Alfred Dreyfus showed such marked ability in the French army that in 1891 he was appointed to the general staff of the French army. But 3 years later he was arrested and he was charged with selling military information to Germany. And his trial resulted in his dismissal from the army, public humiliation, being degraded in the eyes of his countrymen, and he was committed to the horrible French penal colony called Devil's Island off the coast of South America. It's just horrible. If you ever saw the movie Papillon, that's where terrible, terrible conditions. And so it seems like he had lost everything. But due to popular demand, people really admired Dreyfus. He was retried in 1899, but once again he was found guilty and he was shipped back to the horrible penal colony of Devil's Island to live in a terrible way. But because of public dissatisfaction with the result of the trial, the President of France pardoned Dreyfus. So that means the penalty for his crime was remitted. It was taken away. So he could return home and be with family. But his best friends still were not satisfied because they said, no, Alfred still has to live with the stigma of being a traitor of his people. So in 1906 there was a third trial, and then Dreyfus was there completely vindicated. In fact, he was given a promotion, the more advanced rank of major, and was enrolled in the French Legion of Honor. Now there's a wonderful parallel here with our own Christian experience. When Alfred Dreyfus was pardoned after the second trial, the penalty of the crime of which he was accused was paid off. It was remitted. So he left the penal colony at Devil's Island and he came home to be with family and friends, but that stigma remained upon him. And there was still this shame of being a traitor. People wondering, well, maybe he really did betray his country. But when through the third trial he became vindicated and was promoted to the rank of major and enrolled in the French Legion of Honor, he was justified, fully justified and vindicated before the entire world. And he had a standing now of perfect righteousness and was given recognition that comes only to those who have served their country with honor and distinction. So he went from the doghouse, so to speak, to being pardoned, but then to actually being hailed as what a person is supposed to be. See, this is exactly what happens when a person puts their faith in Jesus Christ. They're forgiven their sin. They're pardoned. And that's a wonderful thing. It's a great thing. But in addition to that, they receive the honor of one who has perfectly served God. And it's all gift. We don't deserve it. We don't earn it. It's given to us as a gift, and it's from that place of honor that we learn to obey and serve Jesus with joy. Amen.